Hello there, greetings from Goodison Park. I'm currently stood outside Goodison Park, the main entrance, as the rain falls down, and Manchester City have just beaten Everton by 3-0. Now, the scoreline suggests a relatively comfortable game, and I suppose after the first half it was, but that doesn't tell the whole story of the game, because Everton were very aggressive and causing City a lot of problems right up until Ilkay Gundogan scored what was an absolutely fantastic goal. In fact, City should have been behind when Mason Holgate blazed over the bar unmarked from about 4 yards, and the whole of Goodison Park could not believe that had not gone in. But there was a few counter-attacks, a few last-ditch challenges from City, and that really got the Everton crowd off the feet, and the noise was you got the feeling it was causing City a few problems. And then City go up the other end, and Ilkay Gundogan controls across with his thigh and just flicks the ball with his back to goal over his shoulder and into the bottom corner. Just a really lovely, inventive goal. Just shows how good form Ilkay Gundogan is on this season. And 2 minutes later, Ilkay Gundogan then turns provider, crosses in for Erling Haaland to get his 36th goal of the season. He had a very, very quiet game in total, Haaland, but this is what he does. He pops up and he scores a header, and 2 minutes later City are 2-0 up when they could have been 1-0 down, and that is the sort of spell that defines champions. It's a bit of luck, a bit of quality, and a lot of ruthlessness. So that was City's half, and from then City were only going to be the winners of that game. After half time, Gundogan curled in what was a very nice free kick. He got his second brace in as many league games, so he's got, if I do my maths right, 2 assists, 2 goals and an assist against Everton, an assist against Real Madrid, and 2 goals against Leeds in the last 3 games. He's on top form, but the looming factor is that he's out of contract at the end of the season, and Guardiola said after the game, yes, we'd like him to stay, but who knows what happens. Nothing's decided. We'd like him to stay, but he could leave. And the way he's been playing, as he always does at this time of the season, he's really underlining his importance to Manchester City. Guardiola was very, very happy with how City navigated this game. He's talked up Goodison Park as a very difficult game in the running. I think for the opening half hour he was proved right, but City used their quality to make it a lot easier for themselves. I was expecting a few more substitutions, if you like, so the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, John Stones, Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, they were all rested from the start. Grealish and Bernardo came off the bench towards the end, but only with about maybe 10-15 minutes to go. So yes, De Bruyne and Stones got a full 90 minutes rest, but you think maybe you could have given a little bit more of a rest for a couple of those players. But I think that just shows how he doesn't want to take anything for granted at this time, and he will just leave it up to the players who are fit enough to start against Real Madrid on Wednesday at the Etihad. He will go from there and just take every game as it comes, even if he can maybe rest a couple of players, as he has done the last couple of games in the league, to make his job a little bit easier. But for now, City they are guaranteed to win the league if they win the next 2 games, or just get 2 wins from the remaining 3 games. If Arsenal do not win both of their games, now I'm recording this as Arsenal are midway through their game against Brighton, if Arsenal were to lose against Brighton or Nottingham Forest next Saturday, City would go into the Sunday game against Chelsea knowing that victory would secure the title at home. They would love to do that at the Etihad in front of the fans in the last home game. Whether they get the chance, they don't know. Guardiola said again he expects Arsenal to win all of their remaining games, but the way City are at, it looks like they're just going to keep on going and keep on going. That's 11 wins in a row now in the league, and at this rate, who's going to stop them? So on to Madrid. City could in the next 2 games reach the Champions League final and win the title, but as long as they do it by the end of the season, I think Guardiola will be happy if he has to wait a little bit longer. So that's a review from Goodison Park, and City will march on to Real Madrid.